G'day everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Ask Leah. This week's question comes from someone who is frustrated. They are frustrated that people aren't getting back to them and they're trying to follow up to get an answer on will that person be attending the event, will you get that work to me by the deadline that I've set, and they find they've got to do a lot of chasing and then still often it's crickets chirping. People are not getting back to them, and they said to me, what can I do to help this process? Now I clarified with this person because my top advice in this space is to make sure you're setting the expectation up front that you require a response and when that is by and why. Because we often assume that people will, of course you'd know that I needed a response to that invitation or that request, but if you don't make it clear, they might just think it's for information purposes. So make it clear in the subject line of your email, please review and approve by midday Wednesday. Make it clear in a conversation if you do need a response and why. However, this person is doing all of that. So how can they encourage people to respond? There can be a few things going on here. Some people have good intentions of responding, but then they get distracted. Other people though, and this is what I really want to address here, other people, it's almost like they get a bit anxious about responding, especially if it's a no or I can't come or I can't make that deadline. It's almost like, oh, I don't want to have to explain myself and that's going to be too tricky, so I'll just say nothing. But that's really difficult. So what I want to do is share with you a strategy that two of my awesome business mentors, Rachel Bourke and Colin Eggins from SalesSPACE, highly recommend, taught me because I have to follow up sometimes. It might be that I've got a number of proposals out there with clients and I'm trying to work out how much capacity I've got to take on work. And, I actually don't, of course I love working with everyone, but I don't care if it's a yes or a no, but I do need to know. So what they taught me was the power of making it easy for people to respond. So if I've had a proposal out there for a while and I do want to follow it up, what I will often do is send an email and the subject line will be something along the lines of yes, no, not now, please let me know. And then it's a short, simple email that says, hey, value your time and appreciate that the timing's not always right for these things. So following up the proposal, can you please let me know, yes, if you'd like to proceed, no, if you've decided that it's not the right time to work together, or not now if now isn't the right time, but you'd like me to follow up in a few months. And I bold those three words, yes, no, not now. And essentially what I'm giving people permission to do is write back with one word. No big explanation needed, just a yes, no, or not now. I'm making it easy for them and I'm making it easier for me because then I know where I stand. So I encourage this person to try a similar version of this with the responses that they're seeking. It might be are you able to attend? Yes, no, not sure yet. Can you follow up with me next week? It might be confirming that you'll be able to get me the information by Friday. Yes, no, not sure. Can you please call me for further information? Whatever it is, make it easy for the other person to respond and you're more likely to get a response. If you have a communication, leadership, emotional intelligence, tricky people stuff question you'd like answered, send it through and I will do my best to answer it for you next week. Cheers.